Namaskaram. So let's discuss a question from the topic post Gupta age. Question is, discuss the contributions of the Pallavas to literature, art and architecture and their role in the cultural and religious developments in South India. So let's discuss it. The Pallavas, who ruled parts of South India from the 4th to the 9th centuries CE, were instrumental in shaping the cultural, religious, and architectural landscape of the region. They were patrons of art, literature, and religion, and their contributions laid the foundation for many aspects of South Indian culture that continue to resonate even today. So let's talk about contributions of the Pallavas to literature, art, and architecture. First, literature. In this first point is Sanskrit literature. The Pallavas were great patrons of Sanskrit literature. They encouraged the composition of kavyas, poetic works, and prasastis, eulogies. For example, court poet like Dandin, who authored the famous work Daksh Kumar Charita, thrived under Pallava patronage. Second point, Tamil literature. Although Sanskrit was the court language, the Pallavas also supported Tamil literature. The period saw the development of devotional literature in Tamil, particularly the works of Nayanmars and Alvars. For example, the Pallava king Nandivarman II is known to have patronized the Vaishnava saint Tirumangai Alvar, who composed many hymns that are part of the Nalaira Divya Prabandham. Third point, Grantha script. The Pallavas developed the Grantha script, which was used to write Sanskrit in Tamil Nadu. For example, inscription at the Kailasanath temple in Kanchipuram used the Grantha script to write Sanskrit. Fourth point, art and sculpture. In this first subpoint, sculpture. The Pallava kings, particularly Mahendravarman I and Narasimhavarman I, were instrumental in the creation of iconic sculptures. For example, the famous Descent of the Ganges or Arjuna's Penance relief at Mahabalipuram. Second subpoint, painting. While few examples survive, the Pallava period saw advancements in the art of painting as evidenced by the fragmentary murals at Kanchipuram. Fifth point, architecture. In this first subpoint, rock cut architecture. The Pallavas are renowned for their contributions to South Indian sculpture. They initiated the tradition of rock cut architecture, which would later be perfected by the Cholas and other dynasties. For example, Mandagapattu cave temple and Mahendravadi cave temple. Second subpoint, structural temples. The Pallavas made pioneering contributions to temple architecture, particularly with the development of the Dravidian style. Their architectural innovations laid the groundwork for South Indian temple architecture, which would reach its zenith under the Cholas. For example, the Kailasanath temple in Kanchipuram, built by Narasimhavarman II, also called Rajsimha. Third subpoint, Rathas. The Pancharathas at Mahabalipuram showcase different styles of South Indian temple architecture in monolithic form. For example, Dharmaraja Ratha showcased the early development of the Gopuram, called Gateway Tower style, which would later becoming a defining features of South Indian temples. Now let's talk about role of Pallavas in cultural and religious developments. First one, temple culture. The Pallavas established the temple as a central institution in South Indian society, influencing social, economic, and cultural life. For example, the Sor temple complex at Mahabalipuram, which became a center for religious, cultural, and economic activities. Second point, performing arts. The Pallavas patronized classical dance and music, contributing to the development of these art forms. For example, sculptures at Mahabalipuram depicting various dance poses. Third point, cultural exchange. The Pallavas had a significant influence on the spread of Indian culture beyond the subcontinent. Their maritime connections facilitated the dissemination of Indian art, architecture, and religious ideas to Southeast Asia. For example, the influence of Pallava architecture is evident in the temples of Angkor Wat in Cambodia and Borobudur in Indonesia. Fourth point, promotion of Hinduism. The Pallavas played a pivotal role in promoting and spreading Hinduism in South India. They were staunch supporters of Saivism, as evidenced by their patronage of temple dedicated to Lord Shiva, like the Kailasnath temple in Kanchipuram. However, they also supported Vaishnavism with several temples dedicated to Vishnu, such as the Vaikuntha Perumal temple in Kanchipuram, highlighted the religious pluralism of their reign. Fifth one, Bhakti movement. The Pallavas were instrumental in the growth of Bhakti movement in South India. The Tamil Seva and Vaishnava saints who composed hymns in praise of Shiva and Vishnu found a welcoming environment under Pallava rule. For example, the Saint Appar, one of the most revered Nayanars, received the support of Mahendravarman I, which allowed him to propagate Saivism across Tamil Nadu. Sixth one, religious syncretism. They promoted a syncretic approach, supporting various sects including Buddhism and Jainism, although Hinduism remained dominant. For example, the Trimurti Cave Temple at Mahabalipuram, which houses shrines to Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, demonstrating religious inclusivity. So let's conclude the whole topic. Their contributions in art, literature, architecture led to the foundation for many of the cultural traditions that continue to define South Indian identity today. The dynasty's legacy is evident in the magnificent monuments they left behind and in the enduring cultural practices they helped establish. So, this is all about this topic.